Hi, my name's Robert. I come to you as an automobile enthusiast that have maintained, serviced, and repaired my own vehicles in excess of 30 years. I've had a car that lasts over 400,000 miles. The current car that I'm driving has over 220,000 miles on it. It's a 95 model. So I hope you can benefit from the information I share. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, in this video I'm about to service the air conditioning on a Volvo 850 1995 model. I'm sure this is going to be the same for all the mid to late model Volvos, and probably for most cars built, from 1990 probably to 2005. The key to it is making sure you hook up to the low pressure side and just be safe about it. I'm not licensed to service air conditioning systems in a car, but I'm able to do it to my own car. It's not breaking any laws or anything. Now, if the system is not engaging or working, it's likely that it's low on freon, or it could be a number of other problems. But if you suspect it's low on freon, you might want to go ahead and service it like I do here. Now, the thing that is kind of hard with dealing with these air conditioner issues is if you take it to a maintenance shop, they're required to try to find a leak. I think there's some law requiring them to try to stop the leakage of freon. But, so you rarely get out of there with less than $90 for them to drain the system, vacuum it, service it, and check for leaks. But all I'm going to do is add some. I'm pretty sure I got an evaporator that's leaking. That's a common problem on these Volvos. Or it could be a leak somewhere else. If I want to find a leak, I need to buy some freon with some leak detector in it. But for now, I'm just going to add a little bit. I'm losing about 8 ounces every 90 days. And the stuff, this RJ13 or whatever it is supposed to be friendly to the ozone layer. So I'm not real concerned about it. So here we go. Okay, as you can see, I have a service tool gauge that has a pressure needle on it, and it's reading 0. The refrigerant that I have is 12 ounces of 134A. Now what you want to do is find the air conditioner line. You can follow it off your air conditioner compressor, which is hard to do on the Volvo because it's all the way down the bottom. All the way down the bottom there. But if I follow my lines in from my evaporator, there's a pressure switch there. What you want to do is find the low pressure line. And all of these cars between maybe 93 and 2005, I'm pretty sure they all have the same size low pressure line. The high pressure line, this thing won't fit. So when I look in the Volvo 850, I see that I have a low pressure fitting right there under the power steering box area. Sometimes you can get this off with your hand. Mine is on a little bit too tight, so I have an adjustable wrench that I'm going to use to break it loose with. But it shouldn't be on that tight, really. There's no reason for it to be on that tight. Alright, I gave it a little bump. I got that loose. It has a little sleeve on it that helps it from falling, keep it from falling off. As you can see, it has a little seal on there as well. So I'm going to put that out of the way right there, away from the belt, which this is close to the serpentine belt. You can see the serpentine belt there. Then I take my gauge, I put it down over there, I pull the clip ring. The clip ring pulls up, it's spring loaded. I pull my clip ring back, push it over the nipple, and push it in place. Now when I pull it up and down, it should be locked on there. Now I can take a reading off my gauge, and since the car is not running and the system is not on, it's giving a false reading. So now I'm going to go inside the car and start it and turn the system on high. Now under the hood, I wanted to make sure that nothing was in the way of the serpentine belt. I'm going to start the car and turn the system on max cool. I got the car running. I'm going to turn the system on full fan, max cool, turn the air on, and most of the guys at the shops turn it on recycle. So now that it's on, I'm going to go outside and check the pressure under the hood. It's best to follow the instructions on the can. It has warnings, and it usually have temperature settings, and the gauge that I have has temperature settings as well. So use the instructions that came with the gauge, and you may be able to hear my system is cycling on and off. When it's on is the reading that you want to go by. So when my compressor cuts on, it goes all the way down to 20 psi. So I'm going to screw this on the can, but on the tip of this, you can see it has a self-tapping tap on it. So I'm going to screw that all the way back so that it doesn't tap the can when I screw the can on. Okay, I got that screwed back. Now you don't see that tip. Now I'm going to screw the can on, and then I'm going to screw the tap back in the top of the can. Okay, I got the can screwed on. You want to rock the can back and forth. That's what the instructions say. Now I'm going to tap the can by screwing the screw in. Then I'm going to back the tap back out to allow the coolant to flow into the system. Because when I have it screwed in and tapped, it's not going to let any freon go past the tap. Hold on one second. I'm going to screw it in, then I'm going to screw it back out. Okay, I got it screwed in, so it's tapping the can. As you can see, my pressure's down to 20. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew this to allow fluid to go back through the gauge. Okay, it feels like the can is empty, so I closed off the valve on the can. My pressure's still low, so I may need to get a little more, but I'm going to go ahead and cut the car off and disconnect my valve. All you got to do to disconnect the valve is reach your hand down in there when the car is off, pull up on that sleeve, and then lift up on the connector, and then put the cap back on. Okay, I'm inside the car. I put my hand in front of the vent. It is actually freezing cold, so I'm going to leave it at that. And as long as the compressor stays engaged most of the time and it keeps blowing cold, I probably won't service it again until it needs it. If it needs servicing within 60 days, I'll probably maybe find out where the leak is and fix the leak. Okay, I disconnected the gauge and I put the cap back on the low pressure port. Just put that on hand tight. There's no reason to tighten that down with a wrench or anything. And as you can see, the car was off and it was blowing real cold inside when I went inside to cut the car off. So I'm going to leave it at that. As long as that compressor stays engaged, I probably won't worry about it. But if it needs servicing, I may service one more can at the most. This entire system only takes, I think, 2 cans. And there's normally a sticker under the hood that tells you exactly how much you need to put in the system. And there it is. It tells you it takes R134A refrigerant. And it tells you how much goes in there, which is 1.63 pounds, it looks like. So try not to put any more in there than that. If it takes more than that, then you got something else wrong with the system you need to get fixed. If you feel that this information was beneficial, please like it and share it with your social media friends. Go ahead and subscribe to my page so you will get notification of future videos that I post. You can feel free to visit my website, robertspano.com, post questions, and thanks again for watching.